Okay. But, starter, this tier list is for my fun factor. My personal fun. I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks. It's my personal opinion. It's not actually like it's not based on like if the class actually, you know, does damage or not. Of course that's a part of fun, but it's mostly based on my opinion of the class after playing it. Not really if it
Not
like
the damage,
not its
not
damage
the-
tier list. It's not a damage tier list. This is just a how much fun I've had playing the class and my thoughts on the class's tier list. Okay. I think it's Arthentinian skill first. I guess these are in order of alphabet. Okay. So first off, we got AT Scouter going right into the fun category, but not main worthy. It feels a bit too similar to some of the other builds I have, and just doesn't really have anything that's like. It has some really satisfying skills and sound effects, but like I've got better investment put into characters that are higher level, so I don't think it would go higher than. It's just not main worthy. I also think for most people it's probably a pretty cheap option, so I'll put it in the fun but not main worthy because
For
expensive.
context, you've played it on the Jumpstart server.
Mm-hmm.
What item level did you get to?
1490. But again, item level doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long I've played it. These are all irrelevant.
Context.
There's no context needed. The context is my opinion.
Okay.
And then I'm going to include Barrage Artillerist because I've played with one for 2 years almost and have a very good idea of how this class works. It's main worthy. Barrage Artillerist is for sure like for sure like very fun. Yeah. It's like yeah. Almost a bit too main character syndrome. I think that's why a lot of people dislike it, but like it's
Is that what Worm plays?
yeah. Yes, it's what I play vicariously through Worm. Yeah.
Yeah, where you get to protect some guy.
Yeah. Gotta sleep with this now, yeah. Okay, so the next one's Berserking Technique. I played Berserking Technique on an alternate roster for the whole time that I was messing around with the alternate roster. And honestly, Berserking Technique, especially because it's been getting improved since then, is also main worthy. It's somewhere between main worthy and fun, but not worth main investment. We gotta keep it at the top of not main investment right now. This is... What do we got next? Blessed Aura? Oh shit, yeah, never fucking touch that shit again, bro. Paladin's awful. Get that shit out. What is this one?
Combat readiness.
This is combat readiness? Yeah, get that shit out too.
Person, can I pull you to the side?
Yeah. What's up, Randall?
So I would like to note that there are 2 of us and 1 of him,
Yeah.
and he just put combat readiness in
The best build,
Will of
yeah.
Magic End tier.
Which is wrong, but it's his tier
Objectively
list.
wrong.
Yeah.
So I think we form a strike,
Okay.
and we make him put that in the highest tier of Giga Chad Lancer.
Yeah, I'll
being-
edit it. I'll edit it in post.
Okay. I think that CO Summoner is playable but meh. Yeah. I'll put it into playable but meh. Yeah. Hey, we got Control Glaive. I'd never touch that shit again. I played it for very briefly, for like 2 weeks, while powering up Glaive, because I thought it would be cheaper. But it was cheaper, but fuck that. Nah. There's something fundamentally flawed with this build. Mostly in the mana department, but like it's got its couple fans out there, but like man, I'm definitely not me. That's fine. Okay, we got Death Strike. I don't think Death Strike's a rather reroll for me.
Well, my opinion is that Death Strike's a fun button to press on Blood Deca.
Playable. Is it playable but meh or fun but not worth main investment for Death Strike? I'm gonna put it in playable but meh. Top of it. And put CO to rather reroll. Okay, what the fuck is this engraving? Death Blow? Yeah, it's gotta be an order. Yeah. Edge Blow. Haven't played. Demonic Impulse. Fun but not main worth.
I feel like Demonic Impulse is the poster child for fun but not worth main.
Yeah. Desperate Salvation. Never touch that shit again.
Wait, Desperate Salvation?
That's the barding.
That's my main.
That is his main, yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
That's a priest ability.
Desperate Salvation is definitely like it's bard. It's main worthy. Bards are fun if you have a party. So for the same reason that Artillerist is up there, I'll put Bard up there. Drizzle. Oh shit. The Drizzle is one that I'm like so undecided on in my brain. I'll make a decision right now though. It's playable but meh. I think it does the same. It's just comparing it to its other class engraving to me. Is like, it's fine, right? It's just, I've got the playstyle somewhere else, so I don't need it again. So just, yeah, it's just meh. Personal fun-wise for me, it's meh. What's this next build? This is Emperor. Yeah, this is Emperor.
I think
Okay.
Empress is first. Or is Emperor first?
Empress is
Emperor.
this is a female, and this is a male,
I'm gonna go
so
with the one that has a king is a
yeah.
or a crown is a king.
Okay.
It looks like a king is a king.
Emperor. If we're just talking about engravings, I think Emperor's main worthy. I also think Empress is main worthy too. Not as much as Emperor. I played more Emperor. No, it's fun. Empress is fun. But Emperor is where I feel like Arcana really explodes into like super fun. Minus Evoke, I guess. Evoke's a little bit of a weird skill, but the fact that Empress loses points for me out of like the main worthy because of it's just frustrating with no paralysis immunity and stuff. That's my experience with it.
Oh, is that not would rather reroll then?
Because it is still fun. Arcana's cards are fun. It's kind of like the nature of the class, though. Like, the cards are meant to be fun, but they're also frustrating. So I don't think it's like a rather reroll option. It's just, I think, for the pain points of Arcana to me, or my experience with Empress, it just loses. It loses out on the top tier of fun, the main worthy fun. I'll only knock it down one. EO Soulfist, definitely main worthy engraving. For sure. It has not disappointed any time since we've gotten Relic Gear. So I very, very good. Like, insanely fun swiftness class. Has very nice, very nice rotations. The only kind of downside is the Dominion management. But I think to me, viewing it from a perspective of like we already know what's coming in the January balance patch that we're going to be getting, which came from Korea a couple months back. I'm pretty sure that the Dominion issue will be solved, and it won't be a problem anymore. Enhanced Weapon Deadeye. I haven't played, so I'll leave that there. Esoteric Flurry Striker. I haven't played. I have played Esoteric War Dancer. I don't like it. It's in the never touch again category. EV. So yeah, Legacy Scouter. Oh man, Legacy Scouter. That's a playable but meh angle. AT is far superior in terms of fun, so. And that Shadowhunter is a more fun transform class. Mostly because of the interaction between the skills in mech form. What the hell is this? This next one's Firepower. Firepower Artillerist? That's a rather reroll angle, honestly. Just state of the build. I'll organize these in a minute based on my what I think, but I'll do a little bit of organization right now. But yeah, out of all those builds, the most main worthy I feel like is Soulfist. First Intention War Dancer is playable but meh to me personally. Full Bloom main worthy. More than Desperate Salvation. Full Bloom. I mean, okay, the engraving itself, right? But we're using the class. Full Bloom is kind of a cringe engraving. It doesn't really do that much, but artist, support artist, very, very large, very fun. Artist has a lot of pog moments a lot of potential for pog moments while you're playing it.
Artist is my favorite to play with.
And so, yeah, but Full Bloom, main worthy, definitely. Definitely beats out those other ones. We've got Full Moon Executioner, Soul Eater. I'm going to put this in the fun, but not worth main investment. Right by AT Scouter. Because giving it some goes over the past 2 weeks, spam mini guardians on it, did a raid or two. I'm not a fan, personally. It is a better igniter, but I don't think that it's worth to me, not worth the, because to make it feel its best, you need absolutely pump it full of gold, and I just, I don't really think it's worth it. So, also not nearly as fun as... Yeah, to me it wasn't as fun as the time I spent playing Emperor Arcana too, so... Gravity Training Destroyer? I haven't played, so I can't comment, but looks cool. This is a Hunger Reaper. I have played this. I'd rather reroll than play Reaper. Put it at the top though. That... I'm putting Control back down there to never touch again. Igniter Sork. I'm gonna put Igniter Sork in the fun but not main worthy. Right next to, or right above Full Moon Executioner. For the reasons of I feel like these builds need way too much to feel pog. And the, if you have, like, to me, if I had a 4-man comp set up for these builds for every or for their main raids, they'd be main worthy in terms of fun to me. But my experience with them is that because I do some pugging here, do some pugging for them, it's not they just lose out. To me, they're not that main worthy tier. How about Judgment Paladin?
Giga Chad, main worthy.
I think it's never played. I'll put it down there. This is Lone Knight Gun Lancer. I think it's playable, but meh.
Is unacceptable. Lone Knight more than combat readiness. Ugh.
They'll all
How
see.
dare you have an opinion different than mine?
They'll all see. Loyal Companion, I think, is also playable, but meh. I think that is Sharpshooter embodied. Is playable, but meh. So, but I think Loyal Companion's lower for me. Is at the bottom here. Actually, yeah, Combat Readiness, Loyal Companion, not Combat Readiness, Lone Knight. Yeah, this guy, this is about the ordering I'd give the playable but meh tier. Okay, Lunar Reaper, though, I'd rather reroll. Has the downsides of being a little bit slower than Hunger and still be able to just, not what I'm looking for, honestly. I don't have a better way to explain it than not what I'm looking for. Master Summoner. I think Master Summoner is also fun, but not worth main investment for the facts of mostly not a fault of Master Summoner's build, but mostly a fault of Ancient Spear. Or, more, I guess even more so than that, animation canceling. I kind of want the animation canceling thing to just be gone. So, because of the downsides, I just leave it at the fun, but not worth it. We have Mayhem Zerker here. Did play Mayhem as well. I get why people absolutely love Mayhem. It is time to drool. Like that is the play style you're going for. But to me, it's just meh. It's meh. It's at the top of playable, but meh. Probably above Drizzle, yeah. Okay, let's see what else we got. What's next? Knight's Edge, main worthy. Probably the most fun build in the game. It's just clean. But I'll leave it down here. I'll leave it out again for a little bit while I assess the rest. Peacemaker? I'd rather reroll. Peacemaker Gunslinger, rather reroll for sure. Perfect Suppression Shadowhunter. I also believe is in the playable but meh tier from my experience with it. And then I'll put Pinnacle Glaive up here by Demonic for me in the fun but not worth main investment category. Pistolier that I haven't played. Predator Slayer, main worthy. For sure. Like honestly, I even rerolled off of the build, but if I could afford it, I would have both Slayer builds for sure. And would swap just like per gate, just on a whim, if I could. It would be great to have that. But then Punisher Slayer, also main worthy. To me, I like the Z key more, so I'll put it above Predator. Then we've got Rage Hammer Destroyer. Haven't played. Reflux Sork. Fun, but not main worthy. Mostly just because the thought of people judging you for playing Reflux Sork and getting gate kept on it seems not fun to me. Oh. Okay.
And you press blink and like blink feel good.
Yeah, but I also don't like having Z disabled. So. Okay, we'll put RE Blade. I'd rather reroll. Let's play RE Blade. Recurrence just goes with Judgment for obvious reasons. I mean, they're just DPS support builds, don't really matter. Robust Spirit. Ooh. I think Robust is playable, but meh. I think EO is just everything Robust is. I think EO is the only true Soul Fist build, and that when you play Robust, you're just playing Spirit Bomb Simulator. You're just getting a worse experience out of everything else other than the V button. So, I'll leave it in meh. Put it higher than Drizzle, though, in meh. Shock Scrapper, main worthy for sure. A little bit of a sad spot right now. I'll put it at the bottom of main worthy. A little bit above Barrage for me personally. Surge. Surge can go here. In the fun, but not worth the full investment. Then we've got Taijutsu Scrapper, main worthy for sure. I'll put that between Predator and Punisher, because that's my feel about it. Time to Hunt, Gunslinger. Rather reroll. It's got it's my preferred of the Gunslinger builds, but it's flawed, and you can feel it. So. Then there's the True Courage Bard. And then Wind Fury Mayormancer, definitely main worthy. Slap that between Predator. Yeah, rearrange it like this. I'll slap Wind Fury between Predator and Punisher. Bump tie up. But then Night's Edge I would just slap up here for sure. At the main worthy, like between Punisher and Wind Fury. Wind Fury and Night's Edge are exactly equivalent to me right now in terms of like my fun I'm getting from them. They deliver, right? Like they deliver on every note. The class fantasy, the buttons feel good to press. There's not like a point where you're like, God damn. There's not like a skill where you're like, this skill is trash. They're like, it's not too heavily weighted one way or the other. It's got interesting gameplay. Like every moment they move pretty fast, which is a big win for me. They work at like most levels of investment. Like it's just that's good shit, dude. Good shit right there. Yeah, I think this is about how I'd place it out. Oh, I think I've almost organized them too in terms of how I would tier them as well. But for the sake of this, to make this more understanding of my my opinion here, I'll rename the categories because I found better names for them at the end. We're gonna go with the top category is most fun. Because when I'm judging something, if it's main worthy, it's the most fun. The next tier, it's fun, like it is satisfactory is the word. Is the word for that tier. And then this tier will be meh. We've got the meh tier. Then you've got reroll. The reroll please tier. And then the other tiers can stay the same. Of the we'll never touch again and haven't played. But yeah. I mean, looking at this myself now, a lot of builds in this game are just like they just work, right? Like it's just there's not. If I was to go off of just watch, if I was to add more to the list, just like so now if I move the haven't played into my opinion from watching them and seeing them and hearing other people talk about them, like enhanced weapon would go up to the most fun category. Rage Hammer, probably a most fun. Gravity Training would go to meh, I believe. Pistolier is satisfactory. I would never touch either striker build, so like that's where I'd put them. Yeah, if I had builds that I haven't played and only have to go off of what I've heard, then that would be this would probably be what it looks like. Perfect Suppression is probably belongs right about here on the meh tier. Fortunately, Gravity Training is just at the bottom because I have the least. I don't even know like one person who's played Gravity and stuck with it, so I know I just gone Rage, so that sways my opinion of it a little bit. Yeah, I guess Pistolier I'll leave at the bottom too because I have the least experience with it. Pistoliers I think everybody agrees that Pistoliers look really funny to watch, like really interesting to watch, but they are like, I don't know if everybody would want that. It's fun to see them Borpa spin though. That's always good. Always good, always good. Yeah, I guess if I have to judge the most fun category though, EO and Tai can switch at any point for me. Knight's Edge and Wind Fury could switch at any point for me on their placement. But that's about it. Out of all these, the only one out of the most fun category, the only one that didn't make it from my roster is Igniter Sork, unfortunately. Because my experience with Igniter Sork has just settled into the this is good enough category. I've just already spent so much investment into it that I don't want to. I can't rate it higher. I don't think it's been worth the squeeze with ditching characters in this game. Ditching characters in this game feels like losing a child. So I don't want to do that. So it remains. But yeah, I'm sure everybody has completely fucking different opinions. Again, it's all opinions, so it's all based on my experience with these classes. For myself. Yeah, pretty good. There were, not as many as I thought I would have put in the meh tier. But if I weight them all together, looking at seeing them all on one page, those belong in meh. So, they belong right in the middle ground. That's fine. There are some ones that are close to moving a tier or not. Alright. That's my version of the tier list. For fun. Lost Ark fun tier list. Time to get everybody mad at a video. That's always good. Okay.
Remember to like and subscribe.